Okay guys, in this video we're going to be talking about 5 reasons that I believe you should get into boxing. Okay, reason number 1 is a very obvious one: self-defense. So many of the most famous boxers or martial artists got into their sport because of a simple reason: they wanted to defend themselves. George St. Pierre, Conor McGregor are 2 of the many fighters that got into their sport, into training, because they simply wanted to either, George St. Pierre for example was getting bullied, Conor McGregor was getting in situations where he was getting beaten up and just wanted to be able to learn how to defend himself so people would leave him alone. Now, most normal people never want to get into a fight, of course. Why would we want to do that? But unfortunately, in this world we live in, you never know who is around the corner. You never know what's going to happen next. There may be a day, whilst hopefully not, there could be a day where someone tries to hurt either you or someone you care about, and you have to defend yourself. Boxing allows you to practice the tools that in a situation like that would help you in defending yourself. Reason number 2 is mood. Now, anytime you do any high intensity exercise, which is definitely something that boxing is, you are going to increase the hormones of your parasympathetic nervous system, like endorphins, like serotonin. Also, you're going to drop stress hormones such as cortisol. Now, whilst that's all cool, that's the chemicals in the body when you're actually boxing. As well, boxing is just really fun. You're moving your body in a fun way, you're focused, you're clearing your mind because you're just focused on what you're doing, and you leave a session, whether at home or at the gym, feeling much better, feeling calm, feeling relaxed, and feeling like you've had good fun. Reason number 3 is a pretty obvious one. You're going to build a crazy amount of endurance. Boxing is not easy, otherwise everyone would do it. You are constantly moving, whether it's during the more exercise-based movements during your boxing training, or whether it's actually just hitting the bag. Hitting the bag, for example, you're moving on your legs, your hips, your feet, your arms are working, you're twisting at your core, you're moving your head, you're thinking about what you're doing, you're breathing, your lungs are getting worked, your heart's starting to pump. Really good stuff that's going to help you both in every aspect of fitness, because you're improving your cardiovascular endurance, but also when we get that heart pumping, when we get those lungs working, we're also improving the health of our heart. As well as that though, when we are hitting the bag or we're doing other things in our boxing training, we're also building up our muscular endurance as well. Now, number 4 is actually one that doesn't spring to mind for a lot of people, but I have a background in injury rehabilitation. I did a degree in sports therapy and rehabilitation. So for me, whenever anyone does a sport, it can improve their overall exercise routine, their overall training. The reason being, if someone's just turning up to the gym and working muscles to either just lose a bit of weight or, look a bit better, build their physique, they're often going to neglect certain exercises, or more importantly, certain muscles. For example, when we start boxing, muscles like the serratus anterior or the rotator cuff muscles are so important for the stability, the health of your shoulder, also for your ability to punch with power and speed. So even if someone who starts boxing is simply training those muscles just to be a better boxer or have healthier shoulders when they do their boxing training, it's going to have a carry-on effect to the actual function of their body on a whole in daily life, and also to their other training in the gym. If you strengthen your rotator cuff, you probably know this. If you're into training at all, you'll have heard of the rotator cuff. By training the rotator cuff, you're going to have a stronger bench press. You're going to have more ability to do other movements because the health of your shoulder, the stability of your shoulder has improved. Reason number 5 builds discipline. This is probably my favourite reason to either practice boxing myself or to recommend someone start boxing, is it builds your discipline. Now when you box, you might be, say you were hitting the bag, you might get to round 4 and have 4 rounds left of hitting that bag, and on round 4 you might really want to quit. But if you keep pushing through and you get to that 8th round and you're done, you've done double what you could have done if you'd stopped when you actually wanted to. Building that discipline, it's a challenging thing to box. It does take, that discipline to push through. There will be times where you're tired, you're uncomfortable and you want to stop, but you push through, and that will build your discipline. And discipline is so important for every aspect of your life. Anything you want to do that takes time, that takes a bit of perseverance, strength, or has moments of discomfort, needs discipline to be overcome. You can carry the discipline that you learn and that you gain from your boxing practice into the rest of your life. Okay guys, that is it for this video. Subscribe if you're new. Click the little bell icon if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video. But other than that guys, take care and I will see you soon.